Cracks in the Porcelain Border is an actual play intended for mature audiences. There will be themes that not all may find comfortable, including descriptions of violence, war, death, and torture. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back to Cracks in the Porcelain Border, a D&D campaign run by me, Slive the Lad, for Dreamers Theater. Like I already said, I am Slive the Lad. I am joined by my amazing players, Dylan.
Hi, that's me. I've been told I'm not funny and I only have 5 lines. I think it's true. And in this campaign, I play Nox.
New DLC just dropped. He got one new line.
That's my new line. Yeah, they mailed it to me.
We are also joined by Edward.
Hello, I am Edward, and I play Valsic the Magnificent.
We are joined by Akka.
Hey gamers, I play Shiro Windbearer, and if you would like to listen to us, we have 2 different ways of doing it. We could do it either on Spotify or on YouTube, both at Dreamers Theater.
And Micah.
Hi, I'm... Oh, excuse you, kid. I was literally trying to move her while she...
Hey, Tuna, can you get out of the fucking shot, please?
Yeah, I'm sorry. My name's Micah, that was Tuna. If you'd like to email us, you can do that at theaterdreamers0@gmail.com, or you can follow us at Blue Sky on Blue Sky at Dreamers Theater. And just as a reminder, that is theater spelled with an R-E. I, like Dylan, only had like 3 jokes for why it's theater with an R-E, so I'll repeat one and say this is part of the complicated hex that limits Dylan's jokes.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. We have to limit Dylan's funny, or else we won't get anything done.
It's terminal.
It is woven into the fabric of the show. It is so important that we put the RE is part of a very small part of a very complicated spell that I took hours and hours and hours to craft.
Yeah, if you check if you go through the Dreamers Theater ARG, you will be able to dispel the curse, and then nothing will happen in the campaigns for the rest of the time.
Yeah, we'll just do bits. We'll just do bits constantly. I can't stop.
What people have to understand is that Dylan is just too funny for the rest of us to handle.
That is true.
Die.
That's true.
Die.
Yeah, I have killed several people.
Speaking of letting bits overtake the campaign, we are playing D&D. You guys, last time we left off, a lot of things happened. The festivities occurred. Valsic was resurrected by a goddess of death and destruction and birds. And there was a lot of weird shit happening. Tallulah, the lead actor for the play you saw, The Yellow Belly Rots at Home, was taken down by the Nuruk and possibly arrested, which is weird and crazy. There was also some flirting abound with Mala and Corey. Just, a lot of normal stuff happening. Really cool. We also saw a cult, the Conspiracy of Old. And if there's anything else I missed, please, players, correct me now.
I've become a dad.
We go for complete opposite in terms of funny and bit and not bit. Yes, so Dylan was toting around all of Corey's stuff from Nox, I should say, was toting around all of Dylan's stuff from the... No, not all of Dylan's stuff. Let me do that one more time.
Take it again. Take it again.
Nox was carrying around all of Corey's stuff from the carnival and was having a grand old time of it. And then also, I think at the play, we saw... What is his name? The High Lord. The
Eternal Hymn, Theron Ulrin.
Theron
Ulrus, sorry. Theron Ulrus.
Ulrus. Okay, like walrus. Eternal High One. Something like that.
The Eternal Highway.
Theron Ulrus. Yeah, we saw him, and it was really spooky. His description was really scary.
It's true. You have to see last episode. I mean, I assume you watched last episode if you're watching this episode, unless you just decide to catch up on episode 7.
If you're starting here, go back to the beginning.
Yeah, we also just spoiled like a major part of like the last 2 episodes. You fucked up if you started on episode 7. Maybe you thought it looked like one because of the font choice on YouTube or Spotify, but no, you're wrong. This is 7. Yes, so that's
He's
pretty
bald,
much
right? He's bald, right?
No.
What?
They were
I thought he was.
They were in Oris?
Yeah.
Doesn't he?
No,
have
he has
bald.
really long, flowing,
Like
like
Sephiroth
long,
hair, right?
like Sephiroth
Oh.
hair, like really flowing, like not as white, more like just a tint of yellow, but it's like how LaCroix has like a tint of flavor. That was a.
Yep.
I don't know where that joke came from, but I mean, I hope the description came across well.
We'd like to formally apologize to all 2 LaCroix drinkers.
And I'm one of them.
I'm one of them. Shit, we found both of us. Oh no. Okay.
Okay, so the 2 LaCroix drinkers are in the campaign and also like a part of Dreamers Theater, so we
Okay.
should get the LaCroix sponsorship. Sorry. We
Yeah,
need
Aka,
move
you need
on.
to message
Holy-
me so that we can start a fan club. Anyway.
Yeah,
Yes.
text each other your favorite LaCroix flavors and what they remind you of thinking of what a flavor is.
Can the rest of us start a hate club?
Okay, so we ended off with the party just exiting the play, and Nova and Valsic had been dressed up as House Claw members, sneaking into the festivities to try and garner a possible, like, Nova had basically found an empty warehouse that you guys can sneak into to make plans with, so you guys both locked eyes, and even with all of the heavy makeup, the heavy prosthetics, the prosthetic horns specifically that was given to Valsic, and the uniform changes, you can recognize your adventuring party member. And we are just going to cut from that meeting to the warehouse so that we can actually go through what needs to be done. You all sneak off from the festivities. The sun is just about to hit the horizon. You only have a few hours before curfew, but you have enough time to communicate the next step. What is... Valsic, you're out of the equation for this moment. I want to ask the remaining party members, how does it feel to see Valsic alive right now?
I think there are 2 thoughts simultaneously in Corey's head, which is a rarity, but he has 2 thoughts that are just going around his head, and he doesn't have an answer to the first one. And the first question is, how is he here? Right? Like, I saw him dead. You know, Corey saw him dead, has his horn in his possession right now. And then the other thing is, oh shit. Yeah, I think Valsic's will like what I made. And those are the only 2 thoughts he has.
I don't know. I think I'm outwardly looking just sort of unimpressed or like unmoving, but inward I'm like kind of relieved about it because I don't express it, but he's like my friend or something. So I'm relieved and I'm happy he's back. But we still got business to do. So let's business.
Let us business. Shira?
Oh, it sounded like you were going to start something. So I was like, all right, well, fuck me.
No.
Never mind.
Actually, Shira, I don't care about your opinion. Valsic.
Shiro, actually didn't ask. Char, what do you think?
Shira, how do you feel?
Okay.
No, I think I'm just kind of in just like a general disbelief, almost to the point of being like speechless. Of just like, is this actually him? Like, is he really back? And also, like, what the hell happened between then and now?
Yeah, there's just a mixture of shock, disbelief, and like a feeling of like a weight off your chests. I will now mirror the question to the Risen. Valsic, what is it? How do you feel seeing your party members actually survive what you couldn't, and being able to see them unscathed?
Mostly annoyance at oneself, knowing that I'm the one that fucked up.
Interesting. It's a lot. Is it feeling like very self-critical? Like, oh well, these guys could have gotten away, so I was the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. Is there any positive feelings to seeing them alive, or is it just completely overshrouded by this?
Completely
critical
overshrouded.
I see. Interesting. With these feelings in the air, Nova would kind of speak up as everyone's just kind of staring at each other. Should we, Mr. Valsic, so should we start getting down to business about what we need to let them know? We only have so much time.
I mean, I guess. If we have to skip right to the important part.
Who's this?
Oh. She's rebel cult member. Helper. That one.
I have a name. I'm sorry. I am...
And our employers
Nova?
neglected to tell us that we had these assets?
Oh, they're not working with our employer.
And we're just trusting them?
I trust them.
Nox, actually, as you're saying that, interestingly enough, I will tell you that this stranger looks familiar to you. Not like you might have seen them walking around, because like you kind of can tell, like maybe you've seen them at worship, maybe you've seen them around the city, but you know them, or like there is something familiar about her beyond the context of this time you've spent in Skelra.
I am staring at her. Just standing there and kind of examining.
Yeah. I am,
right.
sorry, I'm Nova Ilwin, and I immigrated at the same time as you all. I was informed to do this for personal reasons. I'm not really a part of the conspiracy. I just joined. I spoke with them the first night I stayed here. But I wouldn't call myself a cultist with them. The Raven Queen was the one who led me to them, but I have no major affiliation with them. I'm just here to help.
I'm walking towards her slowly.
She is behind Valsic's shoulder.
Because I'm very intently, like I'm leaning in to look at her. Strange.
Getting a little too close.
Oh, he's just like that. I think.
Is out of character? No. No, I'm not.
That's why I tacked on the I think at the end.
I usually keep my distance with new people.
I think Corey sort of sees that you're scaring her. Corey, in an effort to try and change the subject a little bit, like give poor Nova a break, because Nox is being intense, looks at Valsix and says, Valsix, how are you back? I saw your body crumple. I have your horn. It was all we could save. How are you here?
Actors are just great at faking their own deaths. Something along that line.
Oh man. I, as a player, want to roll insight, but I don't think Corey would question that.
I think... Okay, what's your passive perception, just generally?
My passive insight is 11.
That's not what I'm looking for, because I think you would trust Valsic intrinsically, and also Valsic's passive deception is insane.
My passive perception is 14, so I don't think I'm beating his passive deception here.
Passive deception is 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, your passive deception is 19, so your insight would not help you.
Yeah.
So you do believe him.
I do believe
But there's
him.
something behind his eyes. It's hard to tell, but now that you've been close to him and talking to him, there is something corpse-like about his demeanor. It's just, like, the way he stares at people is not the same way people look at each other. There's something to be said that, like, everyone talks about the eyes being the gateway to the soul. The gates are closed.
Huh. The living flame is different in you now. And then Corey just drops it. He just, regardless, it's incredible to see you again. And I think now is the time I pull out what I've been working on. Valsix, yes. I present to you. I'll just describe a little bit what it looks like. I present to you a dagger that I have made with glass blowing tools and like with all of my tools I've been making. I made a dagger out of your horn.
Hey, yo!
And I would
That's
also
sick.
like you, sorry, Corey, but I forgot to do this before the session started, but Micah, I would like you to make Corey roll just your tools check. I believe you have proficiency in smithing tools or something akin to
I
that?
do. I have smith's tools, woodcarver's tools, and glassblower's tools. So
Whichever one you would like to use, you get proficiency on any of them, so it doesn't really matter. But I would like you to roll that check because this is a act of worship, which means you can give benefits to the enchanted item.
okay, what do I roll for woodcarver or for tools? What stat is that? It's
We will say it's it depends on the tool. I think there's like for 5.5 there's a set stat for each of them. We
boy.
will say which one do you want to use?
I think I would actually use the glassblower's tools. There's something about like heating and reforming this.
We'll say I think we'll just say wisdom. I think
Okay.
wisdom is a fair stat to use. Wisdom plus proficiency.
8 plus wisdom plus. Oh yeah, wisdom plus proficiency. Yeah. So that's plus 4. Okay, 14.
14. That is above 10, so you do get the minor enchantment. So, Valsik, you get a dagger. This has the same stat line as a dagger, and it is blessed by Corey's goddess, which means
Tione.
that Tione, yes. And so every time you strike with this, you can choose whether it does 1d4 piercing, 1d4 fire, or 1d4 radiant damage.
Okay. Can change damage between fire, radiant, and piercing.
Yes.
Sick as fuck.
And it is made from your own horn.
It is made from your own horn. I want to be very clear.
I was hoping to reattach that, but honestly, this is a really, really cool dagger. I definitely am holding on to this if you don't mind.
Of course, seeing you here, it only feels right. I intended that to be for your shrine. But if you can get use out of it, then certainly. And I hand it over.
You can add that to your inventory.
Alrighty.
Exciting. A homebrew item in my
I have
baseline D&D campaign.
What?
I have dagger mastery, so this is great.
Oh, yikes. This is scary.
Nice.
Oh, no, what have I done?
Light, right? Or Nick. They have Nick. That's what it is.
Oh, Nick. Yeah, that's right. That's the ability that they have. I will say,
Yeah.
just for curiosity's sake, if you got I believe, if you got to the next level of enchantment, it would have been a +1 dagger as well. But
Ooh.
Damn.
That's all right.
yeah, I mean, still, I think it's a really good effect because now you can actually hit vulnerabilities with things. If, you have to at some point, who knows?
Our DM would never make us do that.
No! After this gift has been given, Nova kind of perk up. That's very nice. Should we talk about the underground and the houses now, Mr. Valsik?
Oh, probably. Sorry, I absolutely just completely forgot what we were doing here. The daggers are really interesting.
Would you like
It's shiny.
Something shiny.
What were we supposed to talk about again?
The underground, the artifacts.
Underground. Oh, the thing they're unearthing. The thing that we can't let them have. Right?
I believe it's multiple. Yes.
The things, sir. Plural.
Yeah.
See, I remembered perfectly fine. Just need a little reminder.
Spill it.
Now, the Rena, yes, is unearthing things that we can't let them have.
And
We should stop them.
What kinds of things? Where?
Okay, so we have information. There are the conspiracy has had informants around the entirety of the crust to try and figure out their next big move, and it seems that especially House Nahale are trying to uncover ancient artifacts in the land. We couldn't get info on what they were, but we know that they are very powerful magical artifacts that will lead into making some great army, or will assist with making a great army, I believe. If that were to be the case, then they will use that army to take over the parts of the Isles, and possibly even Vacania. We believe that's why they've cut off information from each other, from the two countries, so that they can make a frontal assault on one, and then start taking the other once they stabilize again.
Sorry, I realized something as a player my character would never put together in a million years, so just putting that in my back pocket.
Well, no, you can't just say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
Now all the listeners are going to be curious. What the hell?
Out of character. I think it's really interesting, this like push for powerful artifacts and stuff. Is this why the rates of cast have been going up in the mines?
It's possible.
Cast quotas have been going up in the mines consistently, right? Like that's part of the narration. Like every week it's like, oh,
that is correct.
Yeah. And if they're starting to make this push, getting artifacts doesn't sound like it's cost free.
Yes, I mean, major magical artifacts, like, you would all kind of know this generally. They do have some sort of toll. Like, a lot of magical artifacts have to have some sort of magical attuning. If they are this powerful, some of them may have a cost. And so, if cast is a resource that allows non-magical users to use magical arcane focuses and have magical abilities, then it's possible as well that cast can increase the ability of magic users and maybe even have them able to use these artifacts without cost.
Interesting.
The only thing we know that for sure is that the dig site or the excavation is happening somewhere in Savior's Valley, not outside, not on the trade routes, not even in the mines. It's happening underneath this city.
Okay, and I'm guessing you're wanting us to do something about it.
The deal was that we made with Mr. Valsic, and he has agreed on your agreement that the conspiracy will look into ways to alter Mr. Blurtusk's schedule to have him have an ample opportunity for you all to take him out. In exchange, we ask that the artifacts are returned to the conspiracy so that they are out of Rena's hands, and one of our elders will take a look at it as the Raven Queen has interest.
And Valsic agreed to this in place of all of us?
Yep.
Right.
Well,
What, do you have a better idea?
Thank you for finding us a new lead. This is great.
There we go.
Yes, of course. I'm more than happy to help. The Raven Queen is... her goal seems to be somewhat in line with all of yours, so there may be some ability for collusion. I know she would kind of face towards but not look at Nox. Some of us are not keen on trusting the organization, but
I'm looking straight at her, right into her eyes.
She is completely avoiding your gaze. she is turned away. But there seems to be some way for us to assist, and I wasn't sure that I'd have allies on this journey, and so I would be more than happy to help whoever I can, whether it be the conspiracy or you four.
There we have
Did I
it.
say something stupid?
No, I just can't think of what Corey would say.
That was no.
I'm ambivalent. I am ambivalent. I have a feeling that my opinion is going to be ruled out 3-1 here, but I suppose a lead is a lead.
What does the Raven Queen want with these artifacts?
I wouldn't know.
Oh, all right. It seems like Yolanda demands artifacts. Reyna has this habit of stealing them. Now another goddess wants artifacts. I don't know. I'll do it, but yeah, I'll do it.
I believe your friend? And she'd point towards him, but like almost it would be behind her back. She'd have to go all the way around her back to point to Nox. I think your friend would have more connection with the Raven Queen. She has not given me any message since I got here.
My character would never yell what, but that's what I'm feeling like.
Okay, first off, would Nox have disclosed that he had a connection to the Raven Queen?
I don't know. Nox doesn't know that he does.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
He just has these like Raven powers, Raven adjacent powers.
I think Corey looks at Nox, kind of thinks about his own wild path to divine power, looks at Nox and just kind of solemnly nods, and then just doesn't bring it up again.
So just to make sure that you all agreed to these terms, not that I'm making them. I'm more the messenger for what it is. I was told to join Valsic because he seemed preoccupied when he was listening.
Preoccupied? How dare you? I was paying my full attention.
I believe you.
This is the character talking to Valsic and the DM talking to the player.
Yeah, very much. Well, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'll agree to it. I'm sure we can muscle our way in there.
I'm going to say real fast that out of character, I've been at war with my cat, which is why I haven't said anything. So I'm going to play off of that, and in character, I'm just going to act as if I'm in full disbelief, and I want to just walk up to Valsic and just put my hand on his shoulder and just stare at him for a minute until he says something.
Yes? Hello? Do you need something?
I'm still so confused as to how you're even here, so I kind of just needed to, like, physically understand the fact that you're actually here right now.
Oh. Well, how I got here was really easy. I used my feet.
I'll give you that. But I gotta say that if he can be here again right now, after what we saw, whatever we can work on to do what we gotta do, I say we trust her and him, even though he's known to not make the greatest decisions. But we got this far.
I'll have you know I make amazing decisions.
So, that just leaves you, Nox. Are we gonna do it?
My vote's on no, but I've been overruled.
Well, still good to hear you vote, even if it doesn't count.
Democrat.
I looked to you. No.
No what?
That's my vote.
Yes, I know, and I'm saying it doesn't count. Your point?
I'm bringing out the corkboards, DM. DM, I want to whip out like 6 corkboards.
All of the corkboards, yes.
I know I don't have any technically on my character. Can I please whip out corkboards?
Sure. you could pull out like a notepad.
I'm a
and start,
detective.
Like, tearing up pieces. Yeah.
No, I want corkboards. I want red string.
Do you know how big a corkboard is?
I pull out a corkboard. I pull out a corkboard.
Corkboard.
He has a
Yeah,
bag
I pull out a
holding
ghostly
only for corkboards.
Mm-hmm. Well, Valsic, go create a corkboard with your Bard of Creation College, please.
Oh, of course. Sorry, let me use that since I definitely still have a charge of that.
You had a long rest, by the way. You have, Valsic, because you died.
You didn't let me earlier.
Yeah.
Is it not?
Yeah, you had a long rest.
I do actually have a way I can make a corkboard.
You do?
I think.
How?
Are you gonna take
If
a
you
damn
would
Eldritch invocation for this?
No, but if you would let me, I can make an illusory corkboard.
It's a ghostly cork.
I'll count it, yeah. Like, just some an illusion to kind of help physically manifest clues and stuff.
Yeah, so you have a 5-foot by 5-foot corkboard manifested.
All right, yes. So this is actually a perfect segue into what I was going to talk about. Nova kind of comes in. Also, because you four have been investigating so long, and probably have some information to share, we are willing to give. I am, I guess, a speaker for the conspiracy of old, and I'm willing to collaborate on maybe understanding what Rena's tactics are, so that we can both be better prepared when facing them later on. So if we want to theorize some things that might be happening, any information is good. So this is in game a way where all five of us can discuss a little bit about what we know already to maybe help yourselves further the mystery.
Hell yeah, it's Corkboard time, baby.
Corkboard.
Welcome to the Corkboard episode.
The Corkboard episode. Hell yeah. Let's just talk about like major things. So if people want to start listing some major facts that you guys know, I am kind of here to give what the conspiracy knows, and also possibly help connect some dots if necessary. But all that will have to be done with questions. I will not tell any information unless I am asked specifically.
You're the reason why social media is ruined. Fucking fact checkers.
Damn it! I will say, you guys can, like, all four of you can ask one, like, major question to Nova that will answer something that you guys don't know, but you are all welcome to ask questions that are more so like, hey, I kind of forgot, or like, I didn't write this down, stuff like that. Like, do we already know this kind of questions?
All right, DM, I have one more question, actually, because this is not legally how minor illusion works, but just for the sake of the scene, because I think it'd be really cool, can I, like, put illusory pictures on the corkboard and, like, have it be actively changing as we're putting stuff on the corkboard?
Yeah, I think, like, when people start adding details and stuff, the like a picture kind of, like, forms out of the illusion of that place or that person. I think that's fine. I will say that, like, you can only do things that you've seen before.
Yeah.
So, like, some of the notes will just be, like, written notes and, like, just, like, names of stuff, like, in pen and stuff. But generally, yes, that will be fun. Because I think that's really sick.
Alright, to begin with, we have our two targets assigned to us from our employers. We have Blur Tusk and what's the other one?
Yolara Vismuth.
Yolara Vismuth. Okay, we have Blur Tusk and Yolara Vismuth, and they're like, Blur Tusk picture appears, and then like a picture of just like a silhouette and a question mark appears for Yolara, because I don't think we know what she looks like.
No.
And these two appear in the center of the corkboard. This is what we've been assigned to do, and at the bare minimum, this is what we have to accomplish. At the moment, we're aware that Blur Tusk works around the mining areas, and then like the Blue Flame Cave appears like with the red string and everything connected to him. And where does Yolara work?
So Nova would actually pipe up and be like, Yolara Vismuth doesn't leave the crust. She stays in a heavily guarded section where all the cast is delivered to, but she also attends a lot of balls and banquets, usually to masking as places for partying for lesser nobles, but she usually gives high-ranking officials and house members routes to deliver cast to, as well as notable places that they can take artifacts from, usually from the Isles in Vacania. She has some sort of divinity magic at her hand, and she also she holds the secrets to refining cast to make it what it is now.
Hold on, sorry.
He's getting the corkboard out in real life.
I am actually getting the corkboard out. This isn't a joke.
Oh my god, Dylan is real life streaming a corkboard.
Alright, everybody.
Oh god.
Here comes the corkboard. So, we know Blur Tusk is associated with the Blue Flame Cave. Fortunately for us, we have one person here who's also associated with the Blue Flame Cave, which means we have a person to gather intel on the area. And I'm gonna put Corey Kalair. Have I spelled your name right?
Corey Kalair, absolutely. Corey Kalair of the Great Drake Kalair. Great Forge Drake Killer, I should say. Sorry.
I'm not putting all that on.
No,
I ain't reading all that.
But I think Corey literally just says, you can put up the Great Forge Drake Killer on there. It's not
We
important.
are also aware that Yulura attends many balls. Are there performances that frequently are done at these balls?
They are vetted performers from House Claw. Only the highest ranking musicians attend as the entertainment.
Damn. I was thinking we could get
your one
Balsic
question.
into it.
Actually,
That was not intending to be my question.
No, sorry. I actually won't say that that's your question because I'll make sure that the question has to relay on the Blur Tusk stuff. Because that's the main goal. All the information you get about Yulura is just bonus at this point. Plus, there's not a lot on her. So.
Anybody else have anything to add? Valsic, have you gotten anything at all, really, since the time you've been gone?
Oh, little things. Nothing that important.
Little things are important. Shoot.
I need to get a thing.
You need to get a thing.
I need to get a thing.
Okay, elaborate.
So, I made this friend while I was gone.
Mm-hmm.
And Rena's been misusing the information he left for them, and so he wants me to get it back.
I'm gonna need more details than that.
I have a friend. He wants a thing back from Rena that they took from him. It's very important. It's information. It's scroll. As Valsic does, it kind of checks his arm where he's been writing notes because he can't remember shit.
Not really that helpful, but
Lintrick!
fine.
Lintrick the Bold. That's my friend.
Lintrick the Bold.
Yes.
Sorry, what did you say he was looking for?
He gave them information. There's a box. There's a box we need to get. I think it was a box. I'm pretty sure it was a box.
Okay. I'm gonna add the box.
It was a box, right? I'm not going fucking crazy.
Did your friend say where?
It was a box, yes.
It was a box. Okay. Did my friend what?
Have you any idea
Yeah, did your friend
where
say
the box is located?
where?
Their deepest, most inner sanctum.
Could that possibly mean this underground that we're going to be venturing into?
That is a good point. It could be. Point is, this information's very
Sorry, it's not a box,
dangerous.
it's a sack.
It's a sack, not a box. Fuck.
Now I'm gonna have to fix my notes again. I can ask around at the mines if they're doing some sort
Don't
of...
bring up Lintrick.
No, not about Lintrick. I probably won't remember his name. Honestly,
That's good.
I'm bad with names. The only reason I remember Mala's name is because she's cute. What was the name of her friend? Sleeve, I think.
Slive?
No. Anyway, sorry, I'm doing a bit with myself. I'm sorry.
Oh, there was one other thing I figured out.
Yes.
The whole religion this country worships is a lie.
How do you...
That one might be a little important.
How do you figure? I mean, it's probably true, but how have you come across this?
My friend happens to have information on this country, a lot of information on this country, and he talked to me about how the stuff that they're doing don't actually align with their god's wants.
Possible. I felt... I was injured by Yolanda's presence in the chapel. She nodded.
My theory is something's posing as their god.
That's interesting.
Sorry, you just tore a hole in Corey's brain with the idea that something could pose as someone's god. He's gonna go shut down about that thought for a little bit.
That or maybe their
Okay.
god's will's changed, but it's not the way it was supposed to be.
Okay. That would be something we could use that. You're a bit of a revolutionary icon at the moment. I don't know if you've noticed.
Really?
Your friend, the actor, spoke out for you. In public.
Oh, what's his name? I
I have it in my notes. Tallulah Hearts.
Tallulah! Ah, yes! Oh, he spoke out for me. How heartwarming. Good to know I made an impression so quickly.
And you haven't remembered their name. Whatever, that's besides the point.
I don't remember a lot of things. What day is it?
Evidently. God, what day is it?
Thursday? No, it's the weekend, so Saturday. I guess.
Oh my god, we work on the basic 7-day calendar, or 7-day fucking weeks.
We are
I'm not making
going
a
that high
fucking
fantasy,
month
I
system.
swear to God.
For this fucking... No, I'm not doing all
I feel
that.
like our DM's not putting in the amount of effort he should be.
That's true.
I'm going to
won't stop me.
add myself onto our little corkboard here, as my job allows me to travel to places outside of our city, which means I have fairly easy access to the crust, as we've already experienced. Which means that when the time comes to hunt down Yalura, we will have fairly easy passage there.
So, small issue. They know that I'm not exactly good for this country now.
No shit.
So, any suggestions?
You're gonna have to keep putting on a disguise and keep hiding in the shadows, pretty much.
Oh, I'm good at that.
It's your only skill.
What did you say?
What did you say to me, you little shit?
Look, if you don't have your pyrotechnics, you said it yourself, what's the point in living?
And I have my pyrotechnics now.
Oh, do you? That's great. Okay, you have 2
So
skills.
life is worth living.
Corey looks at what is her name? I literally just
Nova.
Nova. I wrote it down. Corey looks at Nova and he's been mulling over like cast and divine will and sort of magic, and like he looks at them and he looks at Nova and he goes, what exactly, what are we doing with all this cast? How are we refining it? Why does it make us sick? It feels like we're not being told what is happening. We're supposed to mine this ore, but this ore is incredibly powerful and makes us sick, and yet it can go to the crust and be refined. It doesn't feel like any material I've ever worked with. Why?
I wish I knew as well. The only major things I know is that it seems that it doesn't just make you sick. It's almost similar to a Gorgon stare, or like a Medusa. Ingesting the fumes from the cast eventually turns your body into a very like smooth marble-like substance. It infects deep. It hollows out your muscle tissue and your bone. There have been multiple times we've heard people who were walking on infected legs shatter under their own weight. But I
have heard.
I don't know exactly why it's mined so much or why it's so infectious. But it also seems that certain people get infected faster and certain slower. One of the other curious things that we haven't figured out yet, and the conspiracy is trying to understand, is how they've been able to mine out Blue Flame Cave for nearly 2 centuries now without moving somewhere else.
Well, this sounds creepy as hell.
2 centuries. Wow, that's like 20 years.
That's all I know about cast. The refinement I cannot tell you. The process is secret even to most house members that are not Yalura or under Yalura.
I suppose another question that would be good to ask was if you know much about this whole mining operation underneath the city?
We don't know. That's why we ask you to look for it. I mean,
Other than its existence?
we know that they have been starting excavating for a month or 2 now, maybe even 3. But that's all we know, and I won't count that as your question, Nox.
I have a question for you, DM. This may not be a role that I'm good at, but would Corey know from working in the mines if there were groups of people who were miners but were sent other places, whether it be through gossip, whether it be through people not being where they should be during a specific time, anything like that that would indicate that, like, oh yeah, there's a group that's going to work to mine but is offsite, such like a group that would be doing these excavations.
Make me just a perception check to see if you've kind of like been in the know or heard anything.
That is a 15 total.
No, you have not heard of any other groups that have been like off site. But I will say you kind of notice one weird thing. It's about how long it takes you to go to your designated area. And also how they keep it secret from you how to get there. I described the first time you did your job, they make you put the sheath on.
Right.
But while inside the Blue Flame Cave, or at least the magical potential of cast is so powerful, it basically blinds you while wearing the sheath, which is why you wear you don't wear it while in the cave while you're mining. But when moving towards wherever you're supposed to go, and whenever leaving the cave, you are always meant to put it on, because you're not supposed to know how to get to these veins so you don't steal them. But it is very strange that your post, the amount of time it takes for you to walk there, always feels random.
I don't know. I don't know anything about who might be doing the mining. Just that our work is inconsistent. It's all over the place in terms of where we go. But beyond that, I know nothing. I'm sorry.
That's the mining stuff. Are there any other major questions, Valsic or Shiro, you have?
I feel so stupid. I don't know if it's just me as a person, or if my character just doesn't really get much information on his side of things. Because I feel like a lot of what I've done is basically just like, yeah, I'm hunting, and then I talk to, Awuga, what's her name? DeLorean.
DeLorean, yeah. DeLorean, parentheses, Awuga. That's gonna be my new name.
Precisely. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just like, I feel like I haven't really gotten a whole ton of information on my own, other than the one time we all went out and when Valsix got fucking 86'd.
That's also something good to mention is the Embrace.
Yeah.
Because you guys did learn a bit about the Embrace. Stuff that was in the Embrace.
Did I see that bitch that has my hammer? Or did someone else see it?
Oh, no, Shiro did, sorry.
I sure did. It's I have her name, not Awuga.
Wella Gittner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is my warhammer being regifted?
What do you mean regifted?
Well, it went to the Embrace of Peace, and then we broke into the Embrace of Peace, but we couldn't find it, and then we left, and then my friend here says that someone else has my warhammer, and I trust you, Shiro. You know what that looks like. We've saved each other enough.
I sure do. I've seen it many times in action.
That does remind me of one thing. I'm gonna look to Nova. You do have item. The thing? Right?
The what? What thing?
The one that you took?
From
I'm checking the notes on his arm again. I swear. I'm gonna leave it.
Oh, yes. Mr. Corey, I was the one who took your hammer. I saw that when you were being questioned by the Nuruk, I thought it was best to make sure that you had nothing on you, because I felt that you might get inspected, and so I wanted to make sure that you had nothing suspicious on you. So, here you go, but please do try to keep it in a safer spot. I know that you had it in your section for tools, but that they won't buy it.
Corey sort of takes that in, and you see him kind of flicker a little bit. Like he's starting to go into a rage when she's talking about like stealing from him. And when he gets the hammer back, she like gives the hammer, and Corey looks at the hammer and sort of takes a couple deep breaths. All right.
Sorry again for doing that, but I wanted to make sure everything went well.
I appreciate the gesture. However, I want to make it clear, not just to you, but to anyone in the conspiracy of old. I am not to be stolen from, especially not items of sentimental value to me.
I understand that. I wasn't trying to take it. I wasn't going to have it permanently. I was going to give it back to you. It's just that you were already being hounded by the Nuruk, and so I thought it was best to not have that happen, because I thought it was best for you not to be arrested, because then your Mr. Valsa came back, and then
all right.
A bunch of stuff is happening, and you're going to need that weapon to fight. Probably a bunch of Nuruk that are being excavating, and you might have to fight someone in House Nahale, possibly, and that would be really bad.
House Nahale. All right.
It would be great to do barehanded.
Out of character.
You don't know me.
You don't know me, girl. You don't know what my 7th level is in. You don't know that I took unarmed fighting. Corey looks at his hammer, Oswald. This is his +1 working hammer. Thank you for returning it. And yes, I will be more careful. But if we get to kill some Nuruk with it, this will be worthwhile.
Of course. You stated something about so you had your hammer taken by the House Nahale immigrators, and I heard from the announcement that only you were stolen from, but I can see that at least, or I can assume that a couple of you got your stuff back.
We all got our stuff back, right? Like, other than my warhammer, and maybe there was one other thing that was set aside. I don't remember.
I left all my things except for my spellcasting focus.
What? Am I the only person who has everything?
I took all my stuff.
Ah, well, you died.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I lived. It was all part of the escape plan.
We don't respect the dead here. Wait, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
But if they didn't say that Mr. Shiro or Mr. Knox had their things stolen, then they aren't keeping track of whose is whose.
No, from what we've seen, I mean, everything was just kind of in big piles. It seems like they didn't really care who had what. It was more just the fact that something they didn't like was on someone's person, so they just took it and chucked it into a basket, basically.
But now you're saying this Gittner has your warhammer, Mr. Corey?
Yes, it's mine. I made it.
But you didn't see it in
made it with some help.
But you didn't see it in your vault or in wherever the rest of your things were kept?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. It was. I don't think I ever saw it.
Didn't somebody see it?
Two
though?
people here did. Two people here did see it.
I may have spotted it.
Was it somewhere difficult to get to?
Yes.
Oh, all right. We wouldn't have had time. We were in a rush when we left.
I didn't point it out because I figured it would be a waste of time at the time.
Well, I care more about
Apologies.
Oswald anyway.
But where was it?
I had a locker. On its own.
Did you find any clues that had to do with any of that? With the locker,
those
yeah.
were all nat ones.
It seemed to hold.
I'll allow you to make a history check right now, Valsik, if you want.
Sure, I'll do that right now.
History or investigation, if you want.
Alrighty, that's a 19.
For which, history or investigation?
It's the same modifier, so it doesn't fucking matter. Let's go investigation.
Investigation. Now that you're thinking back, and you're really trying to use your brain after multiple comments have been made about your memory and also your ability, you are really trying to like rack your brain to prove Nox and probably yourself wrong. And you remember going through that book. And as you were going through the pages, obviously nothing said your name or nothing was interesting, but you remember seeing a set of characters next to something and there was like a wealth. You remember the prices because you were like, oh, that's a lot of gold. That's interesting. And you're remembering now that Wella Gittner was next to some item. You don't remember the item's name, but next to that item, there was a set of 53 gold.
Oh, they're selling the items.
On a 19, I wouldn't even say... I would say that you even think that they're not selling them, they're auctioning them to house members.
Yeah, that makes sense. So the book that I found that I couldn't read, the book was an auctioning manifest.
They have no respect for the people that made those.
I mean, I don't think they
I
have
just don't
respect,
think-
period. But, you know.
They really don't have respect in general, so...
I think that's something we can all agree on, yes.
It's almost like the whole reason they're having a revolution is because they're not very good at managing people.
Then, if they're auctioning items from people that immigrate into Rena, how would they... Because you get your things back when you become a soldier. Do you think they just mimic the items?
Probably.
Maybe they just don't give it back to you. They lead you on and tell you that you'd get it back to get you to sign up, and then you sign up and...
Mind
No
control
dice.
magic.
Do we know anyone who actually got their stuff back?
From what the conspiracy has told me, that there have been people who have immigrated here that have become soldiers, but I don't know if they've ever come back to say that they did get their things back.
That's not suspect at all.
Yeah, it's a little strange.
Yes. Is there anything else that you all found in the sanctum? Because I believe that's our last clue for what we have at the moment.
Well, the sanctum was protected by some sort of abjuration magic that only triggered after we had proceeded through most of it. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the same kind of magic that they would use elsewhere on important structures.
I see. Was there any way to break the spell?
Yeah, he just had to hit me really hard with one of his magic spells.
It seems that you can overflow the spell with counter magic, which means I shoot one of our partners and the spell ends so long as it's powerful enough.
Okay, well that's good to know. Was there anything at all else?
DM, is this you telling us that there was something else that we don't remember?
Nox, make me a history check.
Sure, man. That's a whole fucking 4, baby.
That's funny. I don't know. Nah, I'm not gonna make you roll for that because that's mean. I asked you to roll for it. I'm just gonna tell you. You did find something with your detect magic, if you remember correctly.
I don't. It was very long ago.
It was, but that's the hint I'm gonna give you with a 4. If anyone else can remember, then they can say as well.
That was something. I don't remember.
There was something with your detect magic. You didn't just detect the defensive spells. There was something else in a different room.
All right, I gotta go watch episode 5 back.
Guys, can we take a quick intermission to watch episode 5?
Can we take a quick hour-long intermission?
Yeah, listen
if
back
you
at
all
half
forgot,
speed. It'll be or 2 times speed.
At double speed. If you all forgot, Nox, you detected through a hallway that you didn't go through, but there was a 9th level spell. Or at least the effects of a 9th level spell in a different room.
That's right. Oh, shoot. And I totally had pulled up...
I'm an awful investigator.
One sec. Let me pull up a 9th level spell list.
Yeah, so I will allow everyone to make an Arcana check to figure out what they could be using.
I literally
because
don't
there's only so many effects.
I literally do not think it is possible for me to hit the DC on this, even if I hit a nat 20.
What's the check?
Arcana. So I get a 10, which is not going to be enough.
On Arcana, assuming that I can roll.
No, Valsik, you can't roll ever.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
You're dead. Dead people don't get to use dice.
Dead people don't roll.
Wait, I'm dead.
It keeps happening.
Do I get
happening.
to?
Oh yeah, sorry. You get to roll as well.
I rolled a 22 on Arcana.
You think, like, okay, if this was an effect and it was massive, and with the detect magic, you know it was transmutation. It was some form of transforming magic. There's a possibility that they are using transmutation magic to try and make an army.
So, theoretically, how hard would it be to make an army with transmutation magic?
If they had lots of cast, not as hard as it should be.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I think it might be transmutation.
That certainly ups the stakes.
Have they... how do you know? So you sensed them using the spell already?
There was something in the Embrace of Peace when we were there. I couldn't figure it out entirely.
Then, if you are sure that's transmutation, and they're trying to make an army, wouldn't they have to practice the magic? Do you think that's where they've been testing?
That would make sense.
It would. That's where they keep the weapons.
Big place loaded with tons of magic. That's where I'd do it.
Have any of you experienced any transmutation magic from the people? Or anything suspicious, something like it?
I mean, I'm living proof of transmutation magic if you believe it, but...
You are?
No, I'm saying that out of character. I'm just being stupid.
Oh!
Oh my fucking god!
I thought you were. I thought you were talking about Corey.
Surprise!
The truth finally come out. Shiro, I'm gonna be nice to you. Because you, Akka, are new. Please make me a nature or survival check.
Oh wow, you're really playing to my strengths here, aren't you?
You're getting assaulted by birds.
They give you different answers. You're getting assaulted by birds, and you have to calm them down.
How about a 21
Nova turns
for
into a flock of
survival?
ravens and just starts pecking you.
Yo!
21. Last session, you won the hunt.
I did.
You got a massive bounty for killing a squirrel.
What do I call that? What do I call that? Bro's rich because of squirrel.
You hunted down a rabbit that took you about the same amount as a regular hunt, maybe a little harder because your competitors were fighting. There was infighting and trying to hunt down Shar, but you just got a massive boon for hunting down something that you were training on when you were young. Like, that's something your parents would teach you how to hunt and would let you, like, hunt alone because there's no threat and very little reward in one meal. And also, that rabbit was acting weird.
I was about to say, I don't know how I forgot about the fact that the rabbit was acting like a fucking human, basically. Looked at me with human eyes.
Oh, dear God.
Bingo.
I think we're putting the pieces together. Also, this is an out-of-character question real fast, but in my notes, I just have blood in the animals preserved. When the fuck was that?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I have no idea.
Hey, did you get possessed?
Blood being preserved? I think you said something with when I was fighting the lizards. I think I remember that now for the hunt. I just saw that and I was like, was this necessary information or did I have like a spiritual encounter?
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? But with that, and because of with that, I'll assume you kind of like let that in with everyone else. And Valsic, with your 21 Arcana check, you are sure that someone is practicing, or maybe they're even trying to mass produce people with the true polymorph spell.
Okay, so guys, I've got a bit of a theory here, and it's extremely disturbing.
Yes.
So, what if they were trying to mass produce the true polymorph spell and testing it on people?
Doesn't seem possible. That's an insane amount of magic just to cast the spell once.
Yes, but they've got that special stone.
I mine so much cast every day.
Is the amount that they're producing, would that even still allow it to happen?
Well, then we'd have to understand the physics of cast.
Yeah, a 9th level spell is nothing to scoff at. I mean, it would take a grand wizard even a majority of their energy to cast even once.
Yes, but they've been mining a lot of cast.
Our quotas have almost doubled.
And how big was the energy? Was the magical signature that you sensed when you were inside the embrace again, Mr. Knox?
Quite a lot. Probably some of the most I've ever seen.
But a true polymorph only works. The creature can only be in your control for about, I think, an hour. So they can't make an army in an hour.
What if they're trying to refine it so that it can last longer than an hour?
Do you think that has to do with what they're trying to dig up?
Probably.
It's certainly possible. Maybe the artifact allows it to last longer or allows it to be casted on multiple targets. Who knows, really? But I think we need to find the artifact and really examine it to figure that out.
Okay. Then I think... And the sun fully goes beyond the horizon as these final points and final machinations are made. And it is time... And Nova kind of starts getting rid of... changing clothes out of the House Claw outfit and back into more, like, stealthy thief wear and urges Valsic to do the same. I think it's time for us to leave. You all get to your homes, and we will meet again soon.
I have one more question.
I also have one more question. Fuck!
I can do 2 more questions. That's it, though.
Valsic, how do I find this Lintrick character?
You don't.
What do you mean you don't?
He finds you.
Son of a bitch. Okay, get out of here. Get somewhere safe.
Nova,
Yes?
in your time with the conspiracy of old, have you ever heard the name Blimage before?
Only in whispers. Why?
I think Corey just I'll expend a point of rage. I don't care. Goes into a rage and just punches we're in like a warehouse, right?
Yeah.
And just like punches open a crate.
Ah!
like
Nova screams.
like just like doesn't even like hears that like, oh shit, that's a name that might actually come up, and like absolutely obliterates a crate, and then like slowly comes back to himself.
Would you like to know about Blimage? What we do know of him?
Yes, but perhaps we may need to wait for another time. We do need to go.
I just have one thing. There's only one thing I know about him.
All right.
He's the only member to be a part of two houses. He is a member of House Nahale and House Talor.
Okay. Thank you.
And he's very deadly, and that's pretty much it, but he's like a really big deal assassin, and please don't interact with him if you can avoid it. I don't know anything good about him. That's really it. Actually, that goes for all four of you. Don't deal with Blimage. I don't know why you're bringing it up. Don't deal with Blimage.
Not one of the targets, not planning on dealing with it.
Who?
Someone who, if I see, I'm going to punch his head off.
Woo! That sounds fun.
You couldn't punch a tin can off a desk.
Are you saying that to me, or are you saying that to...
No, I'm saying that to Balsing.
Okay,
I'm not saying I would be doing any punching. That's what stagehands are for.
Aren't you one of them?
Me and Mr. Valsic have to go. Please be safe. Be well. Good night. Come on. No more talking about your
I'm coming.
Please. Come. And she would take the back entrance, and she would kind of urge you all to be careful when you're leaving, as this isn't like free a place to be. Really, it is fully trespassing.
It's one of my hobbies.
One of my favorite hobbies.
Can't get enough of it.
So you would all go back to your homes. Valsic, you would join Nova in the depths of the night to head back to Blue Flame Cave. She would kind of take you halfway before waving off to go back to her home.
All alone again.
Yeah, you have to walk back to the fucking cult by yourself. Bruh.
This blows.
So we're just about to end the last week of the month. Congratulations. And now we have to deal with something that Valsic doesn't have to deal with anymore because he's legally dead.
Woo!
Well, legally criminal, but legally wanted, I guess.
And are we in long rest territory?
You will be, yes. Everyone gets a long rest after
Oh, thank God.
every standing member of Skelra pays 2 silver for meals, 5 silvers for the elder tax, and 2 silver for the war effort.
How much is that total? 9?
That's a total of 9 silver you have to pay.
I'm getting fucking taxed. I'm getting taxed.
Yep.
I'm getting taxed in my TTRPG. I play these games to escape real life, and you're fucking taxing me.
It's wild I haven't made enough money in the time that we've been doing the fucking job shit to actually pay for that.
Dude, I'm so rich. Dude, fucking... I hate the CRA.
How many silver is a copper? Or shit, other way around.
Copper is 10 1 silver is 10 copper, 1 gold is 10 silver.
Okay.
If anybody does, need money, I could very easily give you money.
Yeah, dude, I'm so rich. I'm so rich. I have so much
I am
money.
also
Ballin'.
pretty rich.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you just, won a bunch of money.
Valsix is legally dead, therefore he avoids the life of poverty that comes with working in theater.
Tax evasion.
Faked his death for tax evasion. How goated is that?
That's crazy.
And with that, everyone gets a long rest. And Nox, could you just make me a wisdom save?
Do I have to?
Yes.
Okay, wisdom save. That is a... Oh my fucking god, an 8. I'd like to make it very clear that the 3 times I rolled a 2, a 3, and a 5.
Oof.
Nox, you start to feel ill.
What? I'm dead!
You start to feel ill. Something that you haven't felt maybe ever? Or have you? It's hard to remember. But as you're walking down with your sheath on, you're walking back to your home in the lineup with the rest of the civilians. There's a flash. And in that flash, everyone's gone. There's no people here. It's night. But you're not seeing through the sheath. You're not seeing those outlines, those magical wisps. You're seeing the night sky. You're seeing the dark gray buildings, the eerie crevices, and you see the moon. And you start to feel sick again as you walk down another block. And it looks different. It looks newer. The pavement is not cracked. There's no, potholes and all that. But also there's another hallway, or there's another pathway to the right instead of the wall.
I go that way. I'm walking that way. I'm walking very slowly and heavily, I think.
You are in the middle of a line with the rest of the civilians. If you go out of turn, the Nurk will see you.
Oh, I thought everybody disappeared. I thought they all got Thanos snapped.
No, it's only flashes. So you see nobody there and then people back. You're still walking in this line. You know that you're still in a part of this reality, right. But you're almost seeing... It feels that you're watching someone else's existence.
I see. Okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. In that case, I would rather make a perception check to see down that hallway.
Okay. I'm not gonna make you make a check for that. You already failed the wisdom save. You look down the hallway, you look at the wall.
Yep.
I would like you to make an insight check instead. Actually.
Fuck. Oh wait, not fuck. I'm okay at this. That is a 22.
You start to look over that way, and as you're looking over, it flashes as the person that you're experiencing is running down that hallway, and you can feel, you hear their breath running out as they're sprinting down and trying to hide. But as soon as you're about to look over to it, you notice all the Nurks just dart to look at you. As if you're about to look at something you shouldn't see.
Oh, I guess I stop looking at it then. I'm not trying to draw attention to myself.
You look back just in time, and they kind of take it. You basically save yourself before something was to occur, and they go back to just looking through the lines and making sure that no one's acting up.
Interesting.
After a moment, the queasiness kind of goes away, but the last shot you get is just someone looking at a map of Rena, but it looks hand-drawn. And it does not look like the city. It's not a map of Rena, it's a map of Skelra. And it does not look the same as the one in your home.
Okay. We got some alternate dimension shit going on.
You manage to fight off the illness, or the queasiness, and go to your home. Do you try to write down the map, or do you try to...
Yeah. I try and recall as much as I can, to kind of draw that map that I see as best to my abilities as I can get it.
I would like you to make a survival check.
Fucking survival!
Yep, to write a map and use your memory.
That is a 11.
I'll say you get half of it down, but you're unsure of most of it. But even the half that you get down, if you basically put it over the map of Skelra you have, it seems to mimic a lot of itself. It's the same for the main roads, the roads that you'd go to. Yeah. You go to every time you from your home to the worship is all the same, but there's a left turn where there shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
On the regular map, there's just empty space, and it says buildings. It says that there's just buildings and housing there. But for you, there's a left turn that goes into what looks to be a city center.
Okay. That's important, I think, for later. I kind of go to my little hiding spot that I have. And I'm going to put it under there.
All right. As you are all settling down, the bricks in your room would highlight again.
He's back.
My boy!
Oh my god, it's back! The music starts playing. Everything's good in the world again. Because we love Kane. And he opens up. Hello to the beautiful members of Punity and the rest of you heroes. Time for another check-in with Kane. As you know, I'm Kane Whitwer. And I have some breaking news for you all here. I would like you all to look up at that beautiful statue of our goddess Yolanda. You see, there have been some objections lately, some cracks in the faith of our beloved goddess. some that believe she may not have our best interest in mind. Well, I have something to tell you. The people of the Isles have just struck again at one of our camps. It's a shame. I will have to read out the casualties later today at the end, but for now I will tell you this. Those soldiers have prayed for salvation and retribution, and I think we should join their chorus. Please, may you all look to the statue of Yolanda and whisper, I believe. I believe. And as you would look, you wouldn't even have to look out your window. You would see this giant blue emanating energy coming, just generating at the tip of Yolanda's hand. Now, dear listeners, this is a beautiful time. The Islanders really don't like what we have to do, but they can only fight with sticks and spells. They have no God in their corner. For everyone at home, repeat after me. Hail Yolanda, echoing throughout your home, throughout the city of Skelra. An enthusiastic chorus of people would yell, Hail Yolanda, as a piece of magic as big as a stadium launches outwards and extends beyond the horizon. You do not hear the impact, nor do you know where it went, but I think everyone knows what happens afterwards. Now, for some other news, there was a great showing at the play Yellow Belly Rots at Home. It was beautiful. Probably one of my favorite showings yet. The actors beautiful, Houseclaw was wonderful, and you all behind the scenes did great. That being said, there was some drama down at the amphitheater tonight. A very, very special member of Houseclaw, Tallulah Hartster, born into the Three Houses, has just ruined his reputation by having and representing a criminal. He was housing Valsic Khalil in his home in the crust to try and hide him from his wrongdoings. It's a shame. But Mr. Tallulah will have to be incarcerated, and we don't know what will happen to him, but we can only hope that he thinks better of himself very soon. I think that's all for me. I will now list out the casualties of the brutal attack done by the Islanders, and after that, I'll wish you all good night. And he would start listing off names, and he would end off his show like he does every night. Remember, you are the best of us. Hail Yolanda. And so we're going to go through the work week real quick, if you guys don't mind.
Yippee! Oh, come on. Like, before or after the long rest?
After the long rest. You guys get your long rest.
Okay. At least that's something. My DM isn't entirely evil.
So, wait. They framed him by saying that he was harboring me?
Yep.
I can't fucking believe this.
You shouldn't have done it.
You shouldn't have made a friend.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
Sorry, I won't next time.
That's better.
Yes. Work week. We're going back to the work week.
We out here working and shit.
Yeah, let's just resume. That was a bit heavy. How are we all feeling?
I'm gonna kill my DM. Gonna kill him.
Whoa! What did I do?
So many things.
Nuke population. Look, guys, it's justified. They've been developing nukes, and they would have them in 2 weeks' time from now for the last 30 years.
Yeah, that's so true. They are making They are making spells. They're making 10th level spells. We promise. They're making 10th level spells, and I've been saying this for millennia.
Slive got nuked in one of my campaigns, and now he's feeling better because he got to finally nuke someone in another
No,
campaign.
I didn't get to nuke you, though. That's the problem.
So, Arachnos
Oh,
WMDs.
sorry.
I mean the islands have 10th level spells.
The island. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. So, let's go through the work week. Valsik, you actually, now that you don't work, it works a little different for you. I'm only going to make you roll 3 checks. There is no pass or fail, but the highest roll you get out of these 3 rolls, they're flat, will let you get information on one thing you want. Depending,
I solemnly swear I'm up to no good.
So on a tenor, if it's 9 to 0, Valsik, you can get information on the conspiracy or anything in Heroes Valley that is known to the public. On a 10 to 19, you can get info on something with akin to the Nurek or anything below, and like maybe one general fact about one of the houses. On a nat 20, you can ask a question about anyone and anything inside the nation.
Woo!
And you will get information. Basically, you'll be having runners in the cult try to figure stuff out, and what you're rolling is for your affluence with them, your affinity. Okay. So we're gonna roll first roll. Who would like to roll for their jobs? Who would like to go for the first roll of the week?
I can go for my first roll of the week.
Never mind.
Hell yeah. Fuck you.
I want to get special treatment. I'm already dead.
Okay, Corey, you said you want to go first. Are you doing one of your athletics checks, or are you doing a con save?
Con save.
That's a DC 15.
16.
You make it. No worries. Okay, Nox, you'll go next. What are you going to be rolling for?
My checks, just so I remember, are like an animal handling and 2 investigation.
Yes. Also, let me roll for your. Can you roll me 3d6 to see where you're where you're traveling to today, or this week?
Do you want the total of them or
separate rolls?
Separate individually. 6, then 3, then 1.
So you are hoarding off corpses to the graveyard, which are out, just like there's kind of like a mass grave in the middle of nowhere, like in between the Crust and Savior's Valley. You are going to the Blue Flame Cave.
And then a 1.
You are going to the Blooming Beast of the Mother of Mages. So, with these 3 rolls, actually, I will say also, Nova would have kind of told you that where the general lair is, so you could leave and like give a spot where you can leave stuff. So you were actually going somewhere. You're going to the Blue Flame Cave, so you can speak with the cult, or you can leave something for the cult. You can also meet up with Corey to try and figure something out. And you're going to the Blooming Beasts, which means you can also meet up with Shiro this week.
Great.
So we'll come back to you if you want anything to do, but we're just going to get through the work rolls right now, and then you can figure out if you want to do anything with that.
Yep.
You can also do something with the corpses if you like want to do anything with that, like hide something in the corpse pile or something. All options, you can figure it out, but we'll figure stuff out. We'll go with Shiro next.
Did he do his first roll?
Nope.
Nope, you didn't. Sorry. No, I'm fucking stupid. Sorry, I did a bunch of explanation. I'm like, okay, you got it? Cool, moving on. Sorry, make your roll, Nox. What are you rolling for?
First one is animal handling 11.
Not enough.
I will eat damage. I will eat it.
You want to take the reroll? Okay.
I will eat it. How much is it?
It's 2d4 on the first time. It's
okay. New roll's a 2.
New roll is a 2.
Yeah.
Okay. You take 3 damage.
Okay.
Are you gonna reroll for the animal handling?
Yes.
Okay. The next damage you take is 6.
Can I roll a 12? Come on.
I will say that's enough for this time. The work week's just starting. Things are getting a little easier. You're also getting used to it a bit. Also, by this point, you've been working for a month. If you don't have proficiency with land vehicles, you do now.
I do not.
You're getting used to your job, even though you're not like putting like the most info in it. You're trying, right? So you get proficiency in land vehicles.
Do I add that now?
Yes, you can add it now.
Which is a 15.
which is a pass. So now that's your first check done. Shiro, what are you doing for your first check?
I will do my Arcana check.
Okay,
Which
that is a
will
DC
be
10.
A 15.
That's enough.
Beautiful.
And Valsik, roll me a d20.
Flat or plus something?
Just flat.
That's a 19.
That's a good fucking first roll. So keep that as your highest roll right now. Okay, Corey, go back to you.
All right, 2 athletics checks.
DC 17.
22, baby.
That fucking makes it. All right, Nox, you're next.
All right, investigation uno.
Which is a DC 17.
It's nat 20.
Holy fuck. Okay, you complete your work in a flash. You don't have to roll the third check.
Yay!
Shoot.
Yo, let's go.
Shiro, nature or survival?
Survival. I thought my last one was animal handling.
It is. You're right. I'm stupid.
Okay. Whew, had me scared for a second. I will do my nature
I'm
check.
switching up your jobs.
Shit. My nature check is only an 11.
That is not enough. Do you want to take the 3 damage to reroll?
I will take the 3 damage. Let me eat that real fast. And then... Oh my god. I just rolled a 7.
Total?
Yep.
You can take another 6 damage to reroll again.
I will do that. And show me the big money this time around. There we go. Jesus. 22.
That's enough. Valsik, I mean, it's unlikely, but if you get a nat 20, you get the best option possible, so roll me another d20.
Yes.
Yes.
That is a 12.
Highest is still 19. Corey, last athletics check.
Don't cuck me. Don't
DC
cuck me,
19.
dice. That's a 23. Thank God I'm actually rolling well on my jobs.
Holy shit. Hell yeah. You are getting used to this. You're in the mood. You're in the mood for some mining right now.
Probably
You're
good to
yearning
take out
for
my
it.
Anger.
You're yearning for the mines. Yeah, it's somewhere you can get your anger out. So you're just smashing fucking cast open. Yes, and we will go to a scene for you soon, but let's get this done very quickly. Nox, you're next.
I thought I got to skip the last one.
Oh, you did, because you got a nat 20, so boom, done. Shiro,
All right. Animal handling.
your last
Oh,
animal handling
nat
at a
20 to
DC
finish
18.
it off.
Nat
29.
20? Holy fuck. You just are dealing with, you're like taking care and feeding the animals, lickety split. Dunzo, you don't even care. This work is nothing to you. You're all getting very much used to your jobs now. And while the quotas are still demanding, they're easy, especially that you don't have hunts. Well, you do. Your hunt has reset. You have to do 1 hunt this month now, Shiro, just as a
Oh,
reminder.
we're in the next month now? Okay.
We are in the next month. Taxes, you get taxed.
Right.
Like, you get taxed, like, technically, like, every day or week or so. But I just culminate all the taxes that you take at the end of every month. And also the festivities happen at the end of every month. Which are, like, kind of the change-ups. And so, you managed to fill out your work. And Valsik, roll me another d20, see if you get a natty.
I got an 18.
Still, good rolls. We're going to take that 19. Valsik, what do you want to learn about? You can learn about anything from the houses down.
Could I get a suggestion for this first one to get an idea of what kind of things I should be asking?
Basically, with all the information that you've gotten, the conspiracy are trying to learn more on what could help them in their search. They're already looking at Blair Tusk, but you're basically, as a very privileged adventurer, you're kind of like goading them to try and find more info about something that maybe your crew could use. So you could try to figure out like just information on what, like, because you can learn about the houses, so you could learn about maybe what magic the House Nahale like recruits are learning. You could try to figure out like maybe where House Taylor has been like sending troops to. You could figure out like what the next play is if you really want to know, or like how the next propaganda scheme is going to work. You could learn about like something in just the city, stuff like that.
Which was the house that manages like magic items and shit? 'Cause
That's
I remember there was
Nahale.
one that did that. Nahale. I want to know. I want to see if they can get any information on Nahale for me about where they would be, where and if they have certain magic items.
I think you get a lot of information that you kind of like snuffed out yourself. The Embrace is kind of like where they steal magic items from adventurers that immigrate here in like a legal way. The Embrace is where they keep all adventuring stuff. and also what it is like a testing ground for those items, as well as like there's an auctioneering bay, which is where you guys actually entered from.
Yeah.
But where they keep artifacts that they steal from other nations is actually in a vault, basically underneath the throne room where Theron lives and like is a part of. Like there's no castle because they would never have like a leader other than Yolanda, but they do have the Eternal Hymn. And that throne room that Theron stands over houses all of the ancient artifacts. I don't know if KJ would have mentioned it, but the Stormstone was something that was stolen from Vacania a while back now, and that's probably where they're holding it.
Interesting. Okay.
I may have mentioned the Stormstone, but I don't think I've mentioned details about that.
No, but you probably would have like mentioned it offhandedly, and you'd know that's something like that. Like basically, that's kind of like the level what I'm talking about of artifacts. So that's what you get for your week of kind of sleuthing and snooping. And I'm going to see if any casualties are done to the cult.
Oh no.
They are stealthy as fuck today.
Let's fucking go.
The DC is based on the level of what you're trying to learn. You will always learn what you get, but there may be basically someone gets caught or arrested or killed. That's the kind of like the threat, right? Because you are trying to learn something about the houses, it's very up there, but they rolled a 17 on the die, so they're chilling. And now, with all of your work weeks done, we go back a little bit just before Corey goes on his quota for the day in the Blue Flame Caves. There is a small nook that has been carved out, and the seats are all made of rock. And there is the Rena version of a pastor on top in front of a pedestal or a lectern. And it is time for worship in the caves as Corey sleeps and lives here during his shift. He has had to deal with this speaker more often than he has Moof. The older member of House Nahale would kind of cough and wait for everyone to get in their seats. You may take off your sheaths. And everyone does so. And he'd go through the regular doctrine, just speaking about Yolanda's will, going through a bunch of pointers here. Then he would start speaking about something you have not heard about before. Today, I would like to speak of Linteric the Bold. This may be a story you have heard before. It may not. Linteric was a man born in the Holy Lands. Born just a few miles out from what we know as Skelra today. A young, adventurous man. One who would climb mountains barefoot, naked, just to prove a point. His stubbornness knew no bounds. Many who saw him knew him as a great man. Something beyond human. But he would claim to be just a man. He once was an adventurer, until Rena gained more power, and he became a soldier. Now, we did not have 3 houses back then, but he would have been at the top of Taylor. He joined the army as he realized that adventurers are merely weak patches in the dam that a kingdom does not wish to fill in themselves. And so Linteric helped remove the necessity for adventurers with his grandiose objectives and his tall tales. Any great feat that you've heard a House Talor member or even a House Claw member speak of cannot equate to what Linteric has done. He has slain dragons, bare-handed. He has climbed mountains without rations. He has ran across the entirety of Renna in just a week. But as he was just a man, just like the rest of us, he was soon to perish. He died of old age, less than grandiose. And the man felt like he could do so much more with his life. And so, on his deathbed, he prayed to Yolanda for a way to serve Renna even in death. And so, when he died, he woke up in the dimension of the Infernals, with nothing but a spear and a book. And he, to this day, is doing great things. We do not have his journal any longer that is linked to the one in the Infernal Realm. But he still writes to us, speaking of his great feats, and making Yolanda very proud. As he's telling this story, as he's going into more detail, you would see this, Corey. He starts glowing with white energy. This kind of like white magic steaming off of him. Look now at the grace of Yolanda as I speak her doctrine. Look now at the power she bestows upon me at sharing the truth. What's your passive perception, Corey? I believe it's 14?
14.
This is I say the word exaggerated because of how wild the changes. This looks to be the same treatment you got all the way back the first time in the Sanctum when you tried to pray to Tione.
Like this is the same energy that attacked me is manifesting in that guy?
Not just the same energy, it's the same treatment.
So he's getting injured?
Hard to tell. He's like, you can make me an insight check if you would like.
Yeah, I'll make an insight check into that. That's a 4.
Very hard to tell.
Very hard to tell.
It's hard to tell. Like, he could be in pain. He could just be ecstatic. Like, he's smiling and he's kind of like showing off and he's saying that this is the will of Yolanda.
But,
so maybe it is.
Yeah, but like that could... God shit does weird stuff to your pain receptors.
Exactly. You would know.
I would know.
But that's all you get. He would speak the story of Linteric the Bold. There would be some communal feasting, and then you'd go back to the mines. And we are going to move away from the mines now and over to anyone who wishes to go next.
I can.
Anyone who has free time.
I think mine will be very quick.
Okay. Nox, what would you like?
I want to go to. I'm not going to bring the map with me. But what I think I'm going to do is, if you'll let me, again, I'm going to use Minor Illusion, to basically. Oh wait, no, they don't like magic here. Never mind, I'm not doing that. I completely forgot we're in the magic hating place.
Yes.
Oops. So I'm not going to do that. Oopsie daisy. So I'm not going to do that. But I am going to like look at the map once more that I had, the copy, and then I'm leaving it here, but I'm going to go to the same place that I kind of saw last time.
You'd have to walk, like, basically in your free time, you'd have to walk in that same line, and make me like a investigation check.
Okay.
Like, I assume you're trying to be nonchalant, like you're going back to it, but you're not gonna like stare at a wall because it's like it's in a junction that doesn't seem to be connected to anything other than like some houses.
Yeah, I mean, if there's like a bench or something, I'm gonna like sit
No.
on the bench.
No, you'd have to like walk past it, pretty much. 9
it's
total.
A 9. Yes.
I'll
I
say
got
with
a
the
4.
information. I'll say with the information you have, you get advantage because that's weird if you don't. Honestly.
Okay. The new roll is a 18 total.
18. There are more Nuruk here than in most, like, joint points in the city. They're defending at least something here, for sure.
Interesting. Okay. It wasn't just a thing with the, like, that specific moment. It's like, this is perpetual.
There's something strange here, yeah.
Okay. That's all I really needed to check out, I think.
Okay, yeah. You can check. You've checked that out, like, for a moment, and you kind of go back, do your, like, get to some usual business to look not suspicious, and you go back.
Yep.
Would anyone else be doing anything?
I was just gonna ask because I was thinking about it. Is there Damn, my words are really failing me right here. Because I remember there was the one time that I had done the free time thing. I did that stupid rock climbing wall and failed it, which was hilarious.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes.
But I was thinking, would there be any benefit to talking to any of the people at, like, the gardens while I have free time? Like, I know, like, Rika, I've talked to her a bit. Or is she kind of literally just basically, like, NPC in a regard?
I would say this. Everyone has information. Every character you meet has some form of information that they are privy to. Whether it's relevant to what you're trying to do is very difficult to determine. Rika and Nuven, who are, like, the main two co-workers that you kind of have. Rika was the one that's, like, that was overseeing you until you got the hang of things. Like, they would know about a lot of, like, how the agricultural stuff works in the city and how, like, trade works, because you don't usually pack up the things for the people at Bagum. Usually it's, like, Rika or Nuven who do that, maybe some other hunters if they, like, are really bored. But, like, you haven't been really speaking with them, nor do you know what really they know. You've been speaking more with Deloran, who is a House Talor member, so she would know about House Talor things, but it's not pointless to talk to these people, but I would say if you're going to, kind of know what their strengths are and recognize whether or not that's important right now.
Now then, because I feel like the only person who I know is super important at the moment is Deloran, but she doesn't strike me as someone who's, like, up for a standard conversation.
She has some interest in you, but I think it's safe to not tug that line too hard.
Definitely not yet.
We will move back to the edge of night. Just before it turns night, the conspiracy of old would come to you, Valsic. Qualesk would kind of go over to you. Hello, Valsic. I think the night would be a good time to try and find that excavation area.
Alrighty.
Would it be too much to ask for you and any compatriots willing to sneak through the night and look for something and start searching?
I definitely can. I can see if any of my compatriots are willing, but I certainly can go do that.
Wonderful. Come back before the sun rises with any information you have.
Any tips on how to get around better without being detected?
The one tip I can give you is follow the raven's flight.
Alrighty, as much an enigma as ever. This stuff never is easy, is it?
It may be out of turn for me to say, but has adventuring life ever been easy?
Yes.
That is shocking.
Well, it's easy when you're claiming to be an adventurer. Anywho.
I bless your travel and hope for the best.
Yeah, here's hoping. Alright, let's get this over with.
May the Raven Queen enshroud your visit.
Yeah, Raven Queen stuff. Got it.
And now I ask all of you. Valsic's going out to sneak out. Nox, you have a lead. Would
Yes,
you have mentioned
I am
it during
going
worship?
out. No.
So
I
you're
would
going
not
out solo?
Yep. I want to figure out if this is something worthwhile for everybody else to know, or if I should keep it to myself. So I want to go out.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you, Valsic, as well. Are you using the sheath still to try and blend in a little bit during the Nurk to at least avoid capital punishment?
I'm going to keep it on me, but I'm not going to be using it off the bat.
Okay. Are you going to be using it when you get into Skelra? Or the Heroes Valley, sorry?
I'm actually going to ask the cultists if they think I should.
They would recommend it, mainly because it does, like, it does cover some of your facial features, so they won't recognize you as easily. And they seem to have some way, if you're close enough to sense if you have like magical things on you, or like at least the sheath itself. So if they find out that you're putting it in your pocket, or like it's in somewhere that shouldn't be, they might. There's some weird thing with when you don't wear it, they can kind of tell. They can't like sense you if you are wearing it.
If it is magic based, and it's just like they make sure magic on face, but I'm guessing it's not like that from the sounds of it.
They don't have full confirmation. They just know that people who had sheaths on them and didn't wear them were easier to catch. They think that they have a theory that it might have something to do with the attunement. Like, it might have something to do with the attunement of the item. That's what their theory leads to.
I'll keep it on for now, then.
Okay. So, Nox, and I'm going to ask Corey and Shiro, are you going to be sneaking out tonight?
I don't think I'm going to be this week.
Okay. Corey?
I don't think Corey would sneak out per se, but I'm wondering if it is time for Corey to just literally step outside his door without his sheath on. If he would just do that as sort of an act of defiance.
It's a good question. You're likely to get caught in doing so.
I am likely to get caught in doing so, and that is why me as a player is stopping myself a little bit here. Come back to me.
There is no coming back to you. I'm asking whether you're going out or not. I'm sorry. You're not? Okay.
Nope, I'm not going out.
I think Corey's debating it, though. Is he out? Is he at the front of the door, like, should I leave? Should I go?
I think literally his scrap wood, like, etched burning thing that he does today is literally, like, the night sky full of stars, and, like, he's just sort of just, like, looking at that, and he's like, he wants to see the night sky again. But he does not.
Okay. Shiro, you get ready for bed. Valsic, you are trudging into Heroes Valley. By the time night is hit, and then the moon is out in the center of the sky, you have managed to make it into the border. It was a lot easier than you thought it would be. Nox, you open the door and sneak out. I would like you to make me a stealth check.
Alright. I'm good at those. Allegedly, I'm good at those. I'm not good at them if I roll a 6! It's 12 total.
So you open the door and you start to try and close it, and the hinges must have not been oiled because they just let out this giant squeak as you just like quickly slam and close it, and you look out and there's no Nurk around.
Oh, strange. Alright, well I guess I'm gonna keep going then.
You start walking. Valsic, you start heading around. Corey, as you're reaching for the handle, debating whether or not this act of like debilitate, like this is a sacrifice for your sake. It is selfish, it is stupid, but it is a need more than it is a want at this point. I think Corey grabs the handle and he tries to open the door, at least just to test himself. And it's locked. Not by a key, but by magic, as you would see a symbol light up on the face of the door. Valsic, Nox, every single door you'd see, even with the sheath on, light up with this symbol.
Oh, God.
And the bricks in the houses would light up again. Apologies for the late announcement. We are testing security measures to defend against possible islander attacks. Do not be alarmed, but your doors may be locked a little past worship time. No one will be punished for being late to worship tomorrow. Be aware, that there are a lot of defense mechanisms and defensive strategies being practiced tonight. If there are anyone kept awake, we apologize, but it's for the safety of Rena. Have a great night.
Shit.
And Corey, you can't hear it. But Nox and Valsic, as you walk these empty roads, with no one there, no Nuruk watching, no one wandering, no one stationed, it is a cold, dead night. You would both hear, no matter how far away from each other you are, something stampeding through the city. And you would hear a great, visceral, monstrous roar. Your fear is in front of your mind, and you can feel hunted by something. And that's where we're going to end off.
That's not good.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well,
This
So
has
one
been
day-
Cracks. This has been Cracks in the Porcelain Border. Thank you so much for joining.
Send help.
Find out what happens next time and how Valsic dies again.
fuck! I didn't want to do 2 times in a row.
Thank you so much for watching. It's time to wake up. Take care.